Hello, my name is Benita Fieser, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the key stages of child development and the learning processes that we use in education. I am going to focus most of my time on older children. I teach high school. In the past, I've taught at the university level, but I have just started teaching seniors in the high school level, and so I want to spend most of my time with that. Cognitive development is a wonderful topic. The study of a person's ability to think, learn, remember, problem solve, and make decisions does change over time, and it includes the growth maturation of the brain and the acquisition and refinement of both mental skills and abilities. The key domains of this kind of study include attention, memory, language skills, logical reasoning abilities, and problem solving. So we have had some wonderful breakthroughs in the last 100 or so years, and Piaget is one of the researchers that really changed things, and he had 4 stages that he really clung to. Many of them have been kind of contested, but I want to go over them really quickly. The first one he believed in was sensory-motor stage, which was birth to 2 years. Basically, his theory was that during this stage, if a child could not see something, it didn't exist for him. The pre-operational reasoning stage was between 2 years and 6 or 7, when the focus was single-dimensional. Children would have a limited perception of multiple dimensions during this stage. Then at the age of 6 or 7 until they were about 11 or 12, he called this concrete operations, when children were still unable to think in systematic and scientific ways. And then the formal operational stage at 11 or 12 and throughout their life was when he saw children maturing, growing into adults, and being able to think scientifically. Now, these stages have been challenged many times, but what makes his work so seminal is they did change the way educators looked at their work and how they approached children. What I want to spend my time talking to you about is the TED Talk that we watched, and how important it is for us to look at our schools as part of a family. We have children coming into our schools that are so disadvantaged and that have so little support at home, that it is important for us to treat them as if they are all ours, at least for the time that they're with us. And there is a poem that I have read to my students, and that I've been with them in many different ways for a long time, and it is called "We Wear the Mask." And the reason I am always opening my school year with that poem is because we never know what children are going through when they walk through those doors. So I always teach the whole child. I always treat them as if they are someone that I care deeply about, because I do. But we don't know what mask these children are wearing and what's behind, either bad behavior or behind a big smile that is not a real smile. So I always want to leave the door open so that children know that I am there for them, that I'm there to help them. And the TED Talk that we saw was just so, I guess the word is righteous, so valid for me, because it said we do have the ability to enact change for these students. We can treat them as if they are where we see them, whether they can see themselves there or not. Because many times when we do that and we treat them as if they are going to get there, they will step up to the plate, and they will work harder, and they will begin to believe what they did not believe before. So that's where I am with my little talk. Um, I teach my students from a flipped classroom. My students want to lead. I teach them with visible learning tools, and I give them all the support that I possibly can. I always start from a place of what do you already know, what do you want to know, what did you learn, and what do you now want to learn next. They're almost adults, so I'm looking for them to provide feedback rather than me seeking feedback from them. I believe that connectedness is just of paramount importance to their learning, and I think that they have an expectation of efficiency and good practice from me, as well as me respecting them in terms of what their learning styles are. So I hope that you've enjoyed hearing this. This is a list of my references, and looking forward to getting to know you all better.